They're done with America. Why Black Americans are moving to Africa in record numbers. It's not a trend. It's not a hashtag. It's a migration. Real, steady, and historic. From Atlanta to Accra, Detroit to Dar es Salaam, Black Americans are packing their bags, grabbing their passports, and heading home. And this time, they're not waiting on anyone's approval. They're moving to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Rwanda, and not just for a vacation. They're buying land, starting businesses, building communities. And they're doing it in numbers so large, local African governments are scrambling to welcome them with open arms. Yes, you read that right. These countries want Black Americans, need them even. Because what many folks on both sides of the Atlantic are only just realizing is this. Black Americans are an economic powerhouse, and Africa is ready to cash in. Accra, Ghana. In 2019, the Ghanaian government launched what some called a marketing miracle, the Year of Return. It was a call for the descendants of enslaved Africans, especially Black Americans, to come back home, to visit, to invest, to stay. And it worked. According to the Ghana Tourism Authority, the country generated over $1.9 billion from that initiative. Billion, with a B. Flights sold out. Hotels were booked months in advance. The streets of Accra during Dirty December, a nickname for the festive travel season, looked more like a family reunion than a tourist stop. American accents flooded night markets. Gospel singers shared stages with Afrobeat stars. Hair salons, clubs, and restaurants couldn't keep up. Ghana didn't just invite Black Americans back. They rolled out the red carpet because they knew the truth. There is money in the return. Black Americans bring the bag. Let's talk facts. The Black American community spends over $1.7 trillion annually in the U.S., according to Nielsen data. That's more than the GDP of most African countries. So when one Black family from Chicago decides to build a vacation home in Kumasi, that's not just personal. It's political. It's financial. It's transformative. African governments see it. Local business owners see it. Even presidents see it. Ghana's president personally handed out citizenship certificates to African Americans who relocated. Rwanda now offers incentives for diaspora investments. South Africa's Western Cape has seen a noticeable uptick in Black Americans launching wellness retreats and digital enterprises. So the next time someone says Black Americans are lazy or on welfare, ask them why their presidents are holding press conferences begging for us to return. Why are they hosting expos, festivals, and government-backed diaspora summits? Because they know something many Americans don't. Our dollars build nations. The Blaxit boom is real. This isn't fantasy. It's happening right now. Reddit threads with tens of thousands of comments share stories of successful relocation. On TikTok and YouTube, Black Americans post daily from their new lives in Nairobi, Dakar, or Lusaka. Some came for peace, others came for business. Many came because they were tired of fighting to breathe. In an Associated Press story, a couple from Florida, Keachia Bowers and Damon Smith, shared their journey to Ghana, where they were among 524 diaspora members granted full citizenship. They're not alone. Some estimates now place the number of African American expats living across Africa in the tens of thousands, with many more visiting regularly. And these aren't trust fund babies or celebrities. These are teachers, nurses, retirees, artists, coders, moms. And they're finding something in Africa that they were never quite given in America: belonging. Escaping America or building something new? For some, it starts with burnout. They're tired of being followed in stores, denied promotions, watching their children get criminalized in classrooms. They're tired of police sirens, food deserts, overpriced housing, and being treated like second-class citizens in the country their ancestors built. But for others, it's bigger than escape. It's about building, owning, creating. In Ghana, one Black American built a luxury guest house and now employs local staff. In Kenya, another started a school that blends African and diasporic history. In South Africa, one family runs a tech company that teaches coding to local youth. This is a reverse migration, a reversal of the transatlantic slave trade. Once stolen from these shores, Black Americans are now choosing to come back, not in chains, but on their own terms. The African dream. But let's be honest, it's not all easy. There's culture shock, bureaucratic red tape, language differences, and the occasional neighborhood gossip. Some return disillusioned. Some face scams or unrealistic expectations. Africa isn't a fantasy land, it's a continent with real problems, but it's also a continent with real opportunity, and for many, that's enough. They say it's worth it just to walk outside and not feel like a target, to hear your natural hair called beautiful, to raise a black child without the ever-present fear that their skin will get them killed. One Black American man in a viral Reddit post said it best. "For the first time in my life, I'm not explaining my existence. I'm just existing. Why now? Why us?" The truth is, Africa needs Black Americans just as much as we need her. Not just for the money, though that's a big part of it, but because the bond between us is deeper than dollars. It's ancestral, it's spiritual, and it's overdue. Our return isn't just about geography, it's about reclaiming what was stolen. Identity, dignity, legacy. And for African nations, it's a win-win. They get our skills, our capital, our creativity, and we get the chance to finally exhale. So what's next? This isn't a wave, it's a tide, and it's rising. If you're still asking why Black Americans are leaving the richest country in the world for third world nations, maybe ask yourself a better question. What kind of country pushes its own to leave in search of basic humanity? Because from where they are standing, the answer is becoming clearer every day. They are not running away. They are going home. Legal disclaimer. This article is for educational, commentary, and informational purposes only. It does not constitute immigration, financial, or legal advice. Individual experiences may vary. Always consult with a licensed professional before making decisions related to international relocation.